Hi, everybody. Once again, welcome to PRTC Profiles. I'm Miles Crosby, and today we're going to be talking about Salk athletics. As a matter of fact, before we get any further, let me say a big welcome to the new athletic director at Salk, Coach Christopher Brown. Coach Brown.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Same here.
All right, welcome to Walterboro, and let me ask you a quick question about your background. Where are you originally from?
Originally Sumter.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Shaw Air Force Base.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yes, sir. We hear the fighter jets all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Worked and lived in Sumter, moved away, got into coaching at a very early age, actually age 18.
Oh, really?
My first head coaching job at 18.
Where was that at?
I started the AAU program.
Oh, okay.
By the age of 20, I was an assistant coach at Mars.
Where was it that you were doing the
in
coaching?
Sumter.
In Sumter.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Assistant coach, age 20 at Mars College.
Right.
One of the youngest at the time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the AD stayed there for 55 years, and I actually replaced him 4 years ago.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
so
wonderful.
kind of a full circle.
Well, you know, it's nice to be able to kind of give back to where you're from, work with people from where you're from, but then once you get that experience, maybe expand your horizons to new athletes.
Yes, sir. And actually, in the previous role, I was the AD and the head men's basketball coach. So just talking with people and the family and everybody, I decided I just want to become an AD. Yeah, nice. No more coaching.
I got you. I got you. Well, once again, now you are the athletic director at Salkehatchie, and Salkehatchie prides itself on a lot of different athletic students.
Yes, sir.
And let's go through that. I mean, what's some of the programs we got coming up?
Well, volleyball.
Volleyball
is getting ready.
That's going to be August 21st, right?
Yes, sir. Soccer out at our Allendale campus is getting ready.
All right, and that'll start September the 3rd?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
And then, we'll roll into men and women basketball right after that.
Now, how's your recruiting, and how's it looking for the school so far?
So right now we're pretty much set. Men's basketball got a few spots that he want to kind of tighten up there, but overall we're ready to go.
Last time I was talking to some of the coaches, I think they were talking about they were really getting some good athletes from all over. I mean, really, really all over. I think some were international too, right?
Yeah, a good bit international. One of my focuses, hopefully, we can grab more local in the future. International is good, but you can build a better brand by more in-state versus international.
Because you get more family and friends and all that coming as well, I'm assuming. Pack the stands.
Yes,
that makes sense. And really, it's all about getting a good education, but also helping out the athletes. And I understand that you guys have got a lot going on. And well, I guess first thing I want to ask you, what excites you about coming to Walterboro and USC Salkehatchie?
So for me, the excitement is opportunity. I see when I drive into town from Sumter, I see Walterboro with two exits off 95.
Exactly.
And I'm instantly thinking about growth for not only just for the college, but for the community.
Exactly.
For the city, the county. I work well with the guys in North Charleston, the guys in Rock Hill, and both of those cities decide to build an athletic facility. They host tournaments, and as I was speaking earlier today to someone, when you hosting tournaments for the city, the county, people have to eat.
Right.
People spend gas.
Exactly.
People stay overnight.
Money comes into into the city,
the area. So one of my goals for the college is hopefully to create some type of partnership with the college, with the community, with the city, the county, and we build some new facilities.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. What sort of facilities are you looking for?
Well, most people. So a school like ours, if we had a new arena with multiple gyms, of course the college would use the arena for home games, but then the city and the county could use it for weekends for tournaments.
Right.
You have 60 to 80 teams, on a weekend. It pretty much pays for itself with all the revenue it generates for the city and the county.
That makes perfect sense. Now, would you just be focusing on like a basketball or?
Well, no, actually basketball, but today's world is pickleball.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I hear about pickleball. I used to play some tennis when I was younger, but I haven't gotten into the pickleball for craze. But everybody's into pickleball.
Get ready if you decide to do it. Yeah. You will sleep well that night. I can promise you that much. Pickleball, volleyball. The opportunity is there. Just connections I've made in the past. If we ever get to the point where we can do it, we'll be booked out every weekend.
Well, and with your expansion, there's going to be some financial needs.
Yep.
All right, tell us a little bit about the financial needs and what we got going on there.
So right now, with some of the renovation projects that I want to do, of course, we need funds. So
let me stop you just one second. What's some of the renovation projects you're looking to do?
I want to renovate. So our president, Dean Cohn, wants to hold on to the old Howard Johnson in Allendale. I want to tear it down and build a new one. She wants to renovate it. So, but either way, we need some funds for that. I truly believe that the gym we have on campus, we could renovate that. We have room for growth there, but I really think a new arena is needed. And that gives us a fourth gym,
right?
A backup plan.
Right.
So, just depending on how big the tournament is or whatever we decide to do for revenue, we got another gym in place there. So it's just, when I look at the job and I look at the community, the opportunity is there.
Well, like you said, a lot of the stuff, because if you really get a really nice facility, then it can be used for more than just USC Salkehatchie. And it would benefit the community and so much more. Now, are you guys going to be, to generate these financial needs, are you going to be trying to do fundraisers, or what are we doing?
Well, we've already hit the ground with that.
Okay. All right, tell me about it.
Working with Miss Stephanie, we've devised a new athletic fund. It's in the process. We received a donation recently.
Well, that's wonderful.
So we're going to personal donors, grants, anything the city or the county want to kick in. We're open, to any avenue.
All right, and now I guess you can go to USCSalkathletics.com for more information about that.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we'll put that website up on the screen there. Jason is great about doing that for us, so he'll have that up on the screen. Once again, it's USCSalkathletics.com, and you can find out more about helping out. And I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it one more time, is we're blessed to have USC Salkehatchie in this area, here in Walterboro, because it gives the somebody who's wanting to go to college, but maybe wants to stay at home, for at least a couple of years, so they can not have the extra expense of moving away, and they can get a really fantastic education right here in town. And if they decide they want to go to USC Columbia, they can transfer and all the above. Plus, it also gives the athletics, the athletes a chance to come in and show their stuff as well.
Yes, sir. I totally agree.
All right, so let's see. We're talking about volleyball. We're talking about soccer. Is there anything special at Salk that offers the athletes, our student athletes?
Yes, sir. So we're in the process. So actually, last night I spoke with the CEO of Blaze Fire Sports, which is esports. We're in the process of bringing it to our campus. We're in the preliminary processing stage. They just did a deal with the Allendale School District. So,
well, now people that aren't familiar, tell us exactly what Blaze Sports is. What is that?
So they're an esports company, and the generation these days are in the gaming. So if we're able to work it out and get them on campus, it just gives another avenue for our athletes and actually general population, students. A lot of students want to major into that.
Right.
So hopefully we can bring that to the table.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. Once again, we're talking to Coach Christopher Brown. He is the new athletic director at USC Salkehatchie. You're watching PRTC Profiles. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to be right back talking once again with the athletic director, Christopher Brown. You're watching PRTC Profiles. Stay with us. Hi, everybody. Once again, welcome back to PRTC Profiles. I'm Miles Crosby, along with our new athletic director at Salk, Coach Christopher Brown. Coach Brown, it's just been a pleasure so far, and of course, we got more to talk about. One of the things I was wondering, why do student athletes want to come to Salk?
Great education, first and foremost. A lot of junior college athletes. At
an affordable price.
Affordable price. They look around and try to decide where they're going to continue their athletic career. I believe Salkehatchie is a perfect place.
Ideal.
Great education, affordable price, use it as a stepping stone.
So in other words, when you say a stepping stone, they could come here, they could be getting their education, at the same time working with a team, honing their skills, getting better and better, and then possibly, on down the road, be able to move to a bigger athletic school, correct?
Correct. And of course, we would love for them to go to one of our four-year schools.
Of course.
But, definitely to continue their career.
But it gets their foot in the door and they can work their way up. And a lot of times that happens.
Yes, sir.
It definitely can happen. Now, tell us about some of the current sports, baseball, and we're talking softball, and tell us a little bit about that.
So spring sports coming up, baseball, softball. One of my bright ideas that I spoke about during the interview process, golf and tennis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard we have some local legends in both of those
People
fields.
love the golf and tennis is
Yes, sir.
huge too. Yeah.
So hopefully I can get with some people in the community, get everybody on board. Most recently, this past Friday, I donated some of my time to the rec center. They have a big summer basketball program for the youth. So I just went out, let them know that, hey, I'm a new AD, I'm here, I want to be a part, just include me.
You know, one of the things I was thinking about when we were off camera just a minute ago, we actually mentioned it a little bit, was the cost of being able to come and see these college students perform. How much does it cost if you want to go out and, let's say, go see a basketball game or a baseball game, or just, I mean, how does it, what does it cost when you show up?
So normally it's $5. Some of our sports are free. So
Didn't you tell me volleyball was free?
Volleyball is
Volleyball's
free, soccer.
Right.
And I don't see an increase happening anytime soon.
But even at $5, I mean, you and the family want to get out and see some really great athletes right here in town, so you're not having to drive, 2 hours or an hour and a half or whatever the case might be. You can see it right here in town. And at the most, it's going to cost you, if you've got a family, small family, it's going to be very, very affordable. And in today's world, people think about that sort of thing.
Yes, sir.
So the biggest thing is to try and get some people in the stands supporting these athletes, and also help support the local school, which is USC Salkehatchie. Now, you've got, you were talking about spring sports coming up with, the softball and baseball. Have you put together the schedule yet?
In the process.
Okay.
I met with the softball coach yesterday, and she have a few games to work out. And same with baseball.
But once you get that, you'll put it up on the website?
Yes, sir.
Once again, that's uscsalkathletics.com. All right, now you were talking to me just for a few moments while we were off camera about some new sports you're thinking about bringing to town. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the golf definitely and tennis.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Now, and maybe pickleball later?
Well, that's a long-term goal.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Pickleball is a different dynamic. A lot of moving parts. Again, it goes back to facilities.
I understand. Now, you're also talking about e-gaming. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So e-gaming is, as we talked off camera, it's truly. So some people say, well, it's not a physical sport, but it's a mental sport. Mm-hmm. A lot of universities have it under athletics. Even though personally, I think it should be a part of the curriculum,
right.
But it's a way to get more students in, not just athletes, but more students into the school. It's kind of the future.
And I guess it's a situation where not everybody is athletically inclined,
right?
But they might be really good at the gaming side of it, and they still want to have the competition, they still want to have the tournaments, and they still want to do that. And some people, you look at some of the people get successful and get rich doing that sort of thing.
Yes, sir. And most places it offers a full scholarship. So
that's amazing.
Some of the details we're working on.
And I don't know if it's true, but I've heard a lot of these drone pilots that you see flying for the military. A lot of them have that kind of background because they learned all that.
Yes, sir.
Playing on those games, and now they're doing it for the military.
Yes, sir.
So it's pretty amazing. They're doing it, in real life, so to speak. Now let's get back to how the community can help. Now we're talking about doing some financial fundraising, but also just putting people in the stands helps as well.
Yes, sir. And that's one of my goals. When I went out this past Friday, I just, basically wanted to introduce myself. Mm-hmm. I'm a people's person. So if I get an invite and nothing on the plate, I'm going to show up. Just have a little bit of food for me. I'll show up, eat a little food. As they say, shake hands, kiss some babies, whatever we need to do.
Man after my own heart.
Yeah, I'm here just to be a part.
Hey, God bless you. We're glad to have you here. So once again, if you'd like to help, with USC Salkehatchie, especially with the athletics and the school, you can also go online as well for that, correct?
Correct, yes, sir.
All right. So anything else you need to add before we get ready to wrap up?
No, I'm just excited to be a part of the community. I'm thankful to the administration at Salk for giving me an opportunity to showcase my skills, and just want to help any way I can.
Well, I just want to say welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. And just look after those kids.
Yes, sir.
They're our future.
Yes, sir.
Once again, we've been talking to Coach Christopher Brown. He's the new athletic director at Salkehatchie, USC Salkehatchie. You go to uscsalkathletics.com for more information. They'll have the schedules for the spring sports coming up when they are available. And if you'd like to help out, well, first off, just go see these games. And some of them are free. Some only $5 just to get in, so it's very affordable, and it also helps with morale and so much more. USC Salkehatchie, it's a gym that we have right here in our community. Do support it. For PRTC Profiles, I'm Miles Crosby. Thanks for joining us.